Josie here from Life at 50 and Beyond. Thanks for joining me here again on my channel. I have a very inexpensive DIY for you. I am going to be making a mini traveler's notebook. And I am going to be using materials that come from Michael's, the Dollar Tree, very inexpensive materials, such as this one that I got from Michael's $1.50 bin. Actually, I got this for 50 cents because it's currently on clearance, but originally it's $1.50. It's a mouse pad, and I have this from the Dollar Tree for $1, and it's a 2-year calendar, 2017 to 2018. And also from the Dollar Tree, I purchased these strings, the elastic strings. I am going to give it a shot and try this one here. It's a leather string with some charms that I hold from Michael's for 50 cents. And I have this tool here, it's called an awl, that I can use to puncture holes so that I can create my traveler's notebook. So first off, I am just going to be removing this wrap here and prepare this. This is made of rubber material, although it is embellished with paper material. It's a thicker type of paper material. And first, I am going to be positioning and trying the calendar that I purchased from the Dollar Tree and see where I am going to do the mark so that I can insert the strings. So if you're not familiar with traveler's notebooks are a series of notebooks that are bound in strings, or you can insert in strings and you can carry with you. So anyway, I am going to be using a pen here. Hopefully that it will be visible enough because it's a dark material, black rubber, and you cannot just use a pencil or a black pen. So if you can see, I am trying to position it at the middle and trying to mark the position or location where I'm going to punch holes. And I just want to make sure, because the corners are rounded, I want to make sure that it's on the right location so that the corners of the calendar wouldn't stick out. I had to replace with this gold metallic pen so that I can see, and that works out better than the flare pen that I was using, the green pen. And as you can see, if you use a metallic pen, it will be more visible on that black rubber. And there are metallic pens that are sold at the Dollar Tree as well if you don't have anything on hand. So I am just marking the center for now, and so that's where my fold and also the center string's going to be. And then I am just going to estimate on the left and right side of the center dot to put my other dots. So I am just going to be putting 3 holes, 3 on top and 3 at the bottom. As you could see, I do my fold first just to make sure, okay, is that really centered, and those 2 are just on the sides. And you will see me later use ruler also to make sure that it is straight. But right now, I am just roughly estimating and marking the dots to where the hole is going to be. Just using my personal calendar as well as this gold metallic pen. So I have been getting into this traveler's notebook for quite some time now, because I think that it is really a very versatile way to do your journaling, and some people use it for planning, and I like that it is very portable. It's used by people who travel, that's why I think it's called traveler's notebook. Okay, in order for me to puncture the hole with my awl, I am using this old book, my daughter's old chemistry book, and I am just going to use that so that I don't mess up my table. And of course, you want something like this with indentation, or what do you call this? You don't want it to be on a flat surface because it's harder to puncture or put a hole that way. And I wouldn't suggest you holding it with your finger because you may hurt yourself. So rather than hurt yourself, that's a tip here, an extra tip, use an old book which you may have, even if it's not too old, as long as you don't really mess up your book. But yeah, you're just going to be using the center of the book just to give it some cushion and a space where it's going to kind of anchor and land, like what I'm doing here. So I'm gently puncturing it on top, at bottom, all the holes that I have, starting with the center first. And again, like I said earlier, that's made of paper material, so there's a little tear there, but you can solve that by adding glue later. So I'm gonna be puncturing hole on all the other locations. So I don't know what happened to my awl, it kind of loosened up a bit there, but yeah, just puncture those holes. There are all 3 holes on the top. So again, do the center first because you want to make sure that you're doing it centered, and then do the other holes as well. Okay, so now I am going to be inserting the elastic band. This is where you can find this at the beads section of your Dollar Tree. Now, I forgot to mention earlier that in order to insert the strings or the elastic band, you will need to have a needle, and I happen to have this set. I purchased this from Walmart. If you don't have anything like this, then you could probably use just a regular needle, as long as you find something that has a big hole like this, because it's a thick material, the elastic band or string that you're going to use. So I chose the one that it can really fit it. So that's what I'm going to use to insert. But if you can, and you're patient, to just use your finger and see if you can steadily put in the strings, you're welcome to do so. But as for me, I have this tool, I have this needle, I'll just use it. So as you can see, I am putting the strings first, not at the center. I'm putting it from the upper right and from the inside out, and then going back in at the middle, and then pulling it, and then I will be inserting the needle at the bottom center hole. As you can see, I'm doing that here. I'm just trying to adjust the string first, just to make sure I have enough material or string to go through the hole, although I can adjust it later. But as you can see, that's what I'm doing here. Okay, and then I am going to that portion that aligns to the first hole that I inserted the string to, the up. As you can see, this is where I am going to be tying the knot later, just to make it as a whole string. So I'm liking how this string really works, this elastic string, and it is really very durable. As you can see, I am adjusting it so that I have enough string and maybe make a knot here. Yep. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try to estimate and do a cut here. Don't make it too loose, because again, you want it to make it snug enough, but not too loose, not too tight, enough for you to insert a small notebook, kind of like that personal calendar. So I am just tying a knot here, doing a double knot, and it's done. I got 2 strings here, and I am going to be doing what I've done on the other hole. Okay, so inserting again my needle from the inside first, from the top, and then from outside I insert back into the middle, and then I'll pull the string down to the center, like so. And then I am going to, at the center there, just try to make sure that I pull enough strings so that I have enough material again towards that center. I'll pull and tug against some of the materials because I still need to insert it on that last hole there at the bottom. So yeah, the good thing here is you can adjust if you think you don't have enough materials. So again, I am inserting from the outside and then going in. See that, how simple that is? And there are other tutorials. I think there are some tutorials out there where they're making also their traveler's notebook. They make it from fabric. I've seen some use paper, cardstock, and they laminated it with contact paper. And also I have seen, I forgot the YouTuber's name, but I will link down below if I find her. She's used a placemat that she got from the Dollar Tree, and she made a traveler's notebook out of it. And I think her name is Joanne Del Balso. And again, she made it out of placemat. Subscribe to her, and I have watched that months ago, even before I got my own traveler's notebook, Webster's Pages, and I said, oh, I can do something like that. But then when I saw this mouse pad, I said, wow, I really like it. Now anyway, I have these tassels that I got from Amazon, and for this set, 18 pieces, it's only $6.99 with free shipping and handling if you're a Prime member. So I am going to use that to embellish my traveler's notebook. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put a hole in the middle at the center where I am going to put the strings that will be the rubber, or that will be my closure. Unfortunately, I cannot use, I have decided against using the leather string. Probably next time I'm going to give it a shot, but I kind of like the strings that I got, this elastic strings that I got from the Dollar Tree. So make sure you put the tassel first like I did here, and I am going to be inserting the two ends through the hole, and then I'm inserting the string through the back. Here I am just trying to estimate if I have enough strings or elastic band. I know that it fits now, so I am just going to tighten that and try it again. See if it's going to close, and it does. Voila! So since that is enough space or room to close, I am going to cut my strings now, since I think I have enough room to do the closure. So don't cut your strings and don't tighten it too much unless you are sure that you have enough wiggle room there for your notebooks and also for that middle string closure. Okay, I think some people, they do put more glue, a dab of glue or hot glue on those nuts so that they don't unravel. I will see if that's necessary for me. For now it isn't. Just for this tutorial I wouldn't do it, but I don't think it will unravel because it's tight enough. And look at this, it closes, and I'm so happy that this didn't even cost me, I don't think it even cost me $4 the total. Wow, I really love it. I love the color and the material. Now, since you see here there's a little bit of tear here, like I said, you can put a dab, that's where you should put a dab of glue, if you ask me. So what you can do is you can use paper glue. You can also use E6000. I love using my glue gun. I could probably put a couple of beads there just to cover the hole. But right now, this is done. I am so happy with the way it turned out. And if you are interested in watching how I make my own traveler's notebook inserts, I do have a tutorial that I have made in the past, but I'm also going to try to make another tutorial for this size because this is a more personal, smaller or mini traveler's notebook. So thanks again for watching. Please click subscribe, like, and comment down below. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.